right, today we're going to do a review of what we did in the first semester. We're going to solve rational expressions. Now, solving means that we need to actually figure out what x is equal to in order for this equation to balance. All right, so let's take a look at something we already know. Let's look at 3/5 plus x/5 equals 4/5. And we want to figure out what number can we put in here for x that would make this a true statement. All right, let's see. Well, first we notice that the bottoms are already balanced. They're already balanced both sides, and so all we really need to worry about is the top. So 3 plus what gives me 4? Well, we know that could be, well, it's got to be 1, right? So x has to equal to 1 here. And let's see, 3/5 plus 1/5 does equal 4/5, so we're good. So we notice that if the denominators are equal, if they're balanced, then the denominators don't matter. All we have to do is solve the numerators. All right, you already have the steps on your paper. Let's just review them. So first, we need to get the denominators the same. We need to balance the denominators so that we can solve the numerators. So that means we're going to multiply the top and the bottom of each fraction by what's missing so we can create a common denominator. And that's just like we just did in the quiz you just took, right? Just like adding and subtracting, you got to get the denominators the same first. All right, now that the denominators are the same, or balanced, we're not going to need those anymore, and we can cross those out. Now remember, you can only do this when you are balancing equations and solving, meaning you have to have it equal to something over here. If you just have this, if it's just adding things together, you can't cross out the denominators. You can only do this when you're solving. All right, then we're going to distribute the numerators, see what's left, and then we're going to solve for the variable. The step I don't have here is to check. Remember, you can always check your work to guarantee 100%. All right, you're going to be doing a worksheet today, so you'll find your answer, you'll know. All right, let's go ahead then, and let's take a look at some examples. All right, so the example I have on your paper is 2x over 3 minus x over 2 is equal to 7/6. All right, so first we're going to look at the denominators and we're going to see, are they balanced? Are they equal? Do we have a common denominator? And we don't. So just like before, we're going to multiply each fraction top and bottom by what's missing so that we can get common denominators. So we look at this, 3, 2, and 6. We can only get common denominators by multiplying, and we know when you're going to multiply to get 6 now. So we're going to multiply 3 by 2, that will give me 6. Right? And what I do to the bottom, I need to do to the top to keep it proportional, to balance the fraction. Over here, I'm going to multiply by 3, top and bottom. And here we already have a 6, so I'm done. So let's see what I have here. I have 2 times 2 times x, which is 4x over 6, minus 3 times x, which is 3x over 6. And here we have 7/6. Beautiful. Now we know now that the denominators are balanced. We don't need those anymore. We can cross them out. And we're left with 4x minus 3x equals 7. All we have to do is balance this, is solve this now, and we know how to do that, right? All right, so first we're going to combine anything we can that's on the same side. We can combine 4x minus 3x. That gives me 1x equals 7. And, oh wait, that's it, right? Because 1x is just the same as x, and that means our x is equal to 7. All right, to check this, I'm actually going to go right here. I'm actually going to go to this spot right here, and I'm going to say 4/6x minus 3x over 6 is equal to 7/6. I'm choosing right here because we're going to have to get the bottoms the same. I'm going to plug in my 7 here and here, because that's what we just found out that it was equal to. And I'm going to get 28/6 minus 21/6. Does that equal 7/6? Yes, it does. So we know our answer works. Now remember, on your worksheet today, you're going to find your answer to know that you're correct. And if you don't, you know you're going to have to go back here and fix it up. All right, let's take a look at our last example here. All right, here we go. So we have 4x over 3 minus 2x plus 3 over 6 is equal to 9 over 2. All right, so we're looking first to see, do we have common denominators? No, we do not. And again, we can see that my common denominator by multiplying is going to be 6. So I'm going to have to multiply here, top and bottom, by 2. This already says 6, we don't need to do anything. And multiply top and bottom here by 3. All right, now we're going to multiply to see what we have left over. 4 times 2 times x is 8x over 6. We don't have to do anything here, but remember, we are subtracting all of that, right? And we have 9 times 3 is 27 over 6. All right, so the bottoms now are balanced, so we don't need them anymore. So all we're left with is 8x minus 2x plus 3 is equal to 27. But remember, here we have this subtraction sign here. It's going to be a little trickier. We need to subtract the 2x and we need to subtract the 3. We need to subtract all of it. So that means we're going to be left with 8x minus 2x minus 3 equals 27. If we go back, if you can't find the answer, usually right here is where we've made a mistake. All right, now we're just going to solve, right? All right, we're looking to see, is there anything we can put together on the same side? And yes, there is. We have 6x minus 3 equals 27. And now we're trying to get the x alone. That means we've got to get rid of this plus this negative 3. He's got to go over here and join his buddy. So we're going to subtract, he's subtraction, so we're going to add him, the opposite. We're going to do it on both sides to keep it balanced. And 3 minus 3 crosses out, so we're left with 6x is equal to 30. Right, still need to get that x alone, so we're going to get rid of the attached guy. So multiplying, the opposite of is dividing. So we're going to divide both sides by 6. 6 divided by 6 is 1. So now we're left with x is equal to 30 divided by 6 is 5. And there's our answer. All right, so review again. Multiply top and bottom to get the common denominators. Then you can cross them out. Distribute what's left. Solve for your variable. And now you know what number we had to put back in here to balance that equation, to make sure that they equaled each other. All right, you're going to do the double cross worksheet, all of it. You'll have time in class now to work on it. You can help each other out. I expect it all to be completed by next class. And remember, you know you love math.